Hello and welcome to the Healing Codes podcast. I'm Julie Williams, your host, sending you weekly healing activations and inspirations for health and well-being. Today's episode is the second in the Path of Healing series, where I'm covering the 10 essential steps on personal growth path based on my 20 years of clinical experience working with thousands of clients. Last week, I guided you to set a clear, heartfelt intention for what you want to create and what you want to let go of. In today's episode, the Self-Care Guide, I'll cover an important part of the healing journey, support and self-care. You'll learn how to set yourself up to receive support from others and yourself that will serve you now and in the future. You'll experience a guided meditation to connect you with the ways you choose to keep your life force energy full to bring ease, harmony, and support to your healing journey. The path of healing is as unique as the person who is experiencing it. Yet in my experience, I have identified several important milestones or steps that most people experience when they're walking the personal growth path. You can review these in episode 57 for a summary of the 10 steps and catch up with last week's episode, The Power of Intention, for details on step 1. Once you have a clear intention for what you want to create, let go of, and how you can track progress, it's time to set yourself up with the support you need to make the journey as comfortable as possible. Making changes, especially the ones to deeply rooted patterns that weave through our subconscious minds, can be stressful to the system. Whether this is confronting fears, being forced outside your comfort zone, or feeling lost as you transition from the old way of being to the new one. This can cause stress to all aspects of your body matrix: physical, energetic, emotional, ancestral, and spiritual. Much of this stress can be subconscious and will creep up on you and create what is known as the healing crisis during your transformation. The healing crisis is due to the release of old ways of being. It's like a soul detox that can bring with it unpleasant symptoms like cold, flu, nervousness, worry, despair, fear, anger, fatigue, and addictive behaviors. It's important to note that the healing crisis is not required for healing to happen and can be avoided in most cases when support and self-care are added into the mix. Support can be added in external or internal ways, and having a good mix of both is the best recipe for success. I often find clients who are too focused on external support without having a good balance of internal self-care support. I also have found, if this is the case, the divine will encourage you to build your own self-care support tools by creating an experience, for example, where no one is available when you feel you need to connect most. We get the lessons we need to achieve our goals, and finding greater resilience and compassion for ourselves is one that will be delivered at some point along the healing path. So rather than waiting for the lesson to challenge you, why not create a good support structure now? This will help you have a softer landing when shifting the deeper patterns of your psyche occur, rather than taking a splat on the pavement and have to scrape yourself up to reform the new way of being. External support comes in the form of a trusted friend, family member, community, or a trained therapist. Friends, family, and community are all wonderful ways to feel supported in daily life. But leaning on these when you are in the depths of the dark night of the soul can be inconsistent or even detrimental if not handled with love and compassion. Often people will make your problems about themselves, trying to access compassion for what you're going through, which only creates more of the problem state energies. Sometimes all it takes is a kind ear to listen and witness what you're going through for things to lessen in intensity. A trained counselor can help you sort through the aspects of your emotions and walk the journey with you as needed to lead you through the blind spots we all have for these deeper patterns. Body work, energy work, or somatic therapy are great external supporters, and I find scheduling these at regular intervals, like monthly, for example, rather than reaching out when you're in a low spot, is a better strategy for keeping yourself strong, resilient, and focused on the positive. Once you have an external support structure that's varied, supportive, and fits into your budget, it's now time to put some focus on your own self-care practices to create a positive buffer and set of tools you can use when you need them most. Self-care practices are so important to help keep your life force energy tank full so that when you get to the more difficult steps in the personal growth journey, you have the energy reserves needed to get through it with greater grace, ease, and positivity. Creating a list of things to do, places to go, or practices that help relax, focus on the present moment, quiet the mind, and move the body are all great ways to put self-care to use. Making a list of these is useful so that you can refer to them when you're in the deeper processing moments and is a wonderful support tool. My recommendation is to make a list of as many things possible in a variety of forms to choose from. Take a moment now to begin this list in your mind's eye or by writing them in your journal. List things that make you happy, laugh, feel lighthearted, calm you, help you find your center, express your creativity, bring relaxation, and increase endorphin production through movement, for example. These are all wonderful ways to support yourself when you're in need of a boost. The key with the self-care practices is that they should involve only you. Having others help is what the external support list is for. When you have a solid list of self-care practices, feel free to continue to add to the list and also note which ones work best in certain situations. For example, when feeling angry, movement might help let off some of that steam, whereas a meditation practice might only add to the frustration. Or if you feel despair, focusing on your strengths for the day might be more useful than having a good cry. Practice the things on your self-care list each day rather than just reserving it for when you're having a low moment. This will help you keep your life force energy tank full so that when you hit a bump in the road, you will have the reserves needed to not feel drained. The interesting thing with self-care is that people often let these things fall to the bottom of the to-do list, thinking time for themselves is selfish or simply not possible because of the busy schedules. This is the first step in creating a supportive self-care practice, to make the time to prioritize yourself. This may take some time to free up some space in your life, but I assure you the positive payoffs are guaranteed when you make this effort. If you're struggling to come up with things that make you happy, connected, and vibrant, try thinking about the things that you did as a child to make you happy. The innocence of childhood does not judge whether or not we should be happy. It simply expresses itself naturally. As we get older and our schedule and commitments get more complicated, the childlike wonder of being happy can fall away. Reignite this within yourself through art, dance, music, or anything creative is a great way to connect with your internal self-care support. This self-care list also becomes valuable in the last step of the healing path, when the transition is complete and you are filling the space of what you've let go of with what you want to replace it with. Having a list of things that feed your soul and practicing these are also needed for this step on the healing path. So as you create this list, know that you are paying a gift forward to your future self. And this is a lovely self-care practice in itself. I'll now take you through a guided meditation to connect, create, and embody a sense of support, internal and external, that will bring you the support you need to walk your healing path with greater ease, compassion, trust, and focus. Take a moment to find a comfortable, distraction-free place and allow yourself to come into full presence of being. Let go of thoughts of the past and the future for these next few minutes. Take a deep breath as you bring your awareness to your physical body. Allow your energy body to come into alignment by bringing your awareness to centering along the midline of your body and allowing all the chakras along that line to become clear, full, and supportive. Now, drop into your heart and put a call out to your creative parts, those parts within you that are in service of creating the most positive experience in life for you. Sense how these parts make themselves known to you. Do they float in from above? Do they arise from within? What do these creative parts look like? Get a sense for their form as you make connection with them. Explain to them that you're building a self-care list and would love their input. Note their excitement and support for you doing this. Invite them to give you some ideas for self-care that you can create, maintain, and build upon from a purely internal perspective. Get quiet and listen closely. Listen with all of your senses of feeling, internal vision, and sound. Your creative parts may show you their tools rather than explain them to you. Allow them to shower you with ideas and note these in your mind's eye, or feel free to write them in your journal. As each idea comes to you, allow these to create a supportive ring of energy around you. Visualize each self-care practice as an energy that, when joined together, allows you to experience a ring of energy of love, compassion, joy, calm, and well-being that surrounds you like a hug. Take a few breaths here as you remain open to receive this support and wisdom. Open your heart and allow your creative energies to support and love you with their wisdom. Feel the vibrance of these practices they are gifting you. Know that any and all of these are available to you always. All you have to do is ask. When this feels complete, thank your creative parts for their input as you hold a state of gratitude throughout your entire body matrix: physical, energetic, emotional, ancestral, and spiritual. Allow your creative parts to depart from the field of your view, feeling gratitude in your heart for these supportive aspects that are always within you. Come back to the breath and this present moment fully now. Make gentle movements and take a moment to reflect on the wisdom, sensations, and support you have just received. This is your internal support system that always has your back. Connect in regularly to habituate this support across all levels of being. And now take some time to build out your self-care list and stay with this, adding new ones as your heart's desires. Thank you for listening today. It was an honor to hold space for you. If you'd like to learn more about me and my work, including my upcoming summer retreats, on-demand programs, workshops, and one-to-one sessions, please visit my website at www.consciousness-medicine.com, where you can also sign up for my free e-newsletter and stay connected on social media from the links on the homepage.